has grown nationwide, so it's really awesome. It takes a lot of courage to come out, especially right now in a moment where a lot of people want to shy away from police officers and not stand up for the truth. So I applaud every single person that came out today. Again, it takes courage. Our next speaker has taught me a lot about what it takes to have courage. And honestly, I don't think anybody can be there if it wasn't for him. So without further ado, the founder of the Wall Speedway campaign and my boss, Robey.
Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Hey, everybody, how are you doing today? I don't follow the rules ever, so I'm not going to just stand at a podium just because there's a podium there. I'm going to come to where the people are, talk to you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out today and making your voices heard, making your presence known. It is so important. This is something that the left does so much better than we do. They show up and they make people feel like they're outnumbered, like they're outpowered, like they're alone, like there's no hope, like there's no point in trying, like they control everything and we have no power and we have no control. Are they right? No, are they right? Stand up right now and tell me that we have power. Say it. We have power. We have power. We have power. We have power. That's right. That's right. And listen, you know, we can acknowledge the obvious here. When they do rallies, when they do protests, they have bigger numbers than we do. They really do. And the reason why is because we do the right thing. We don't go out and smash windows and loot and steal and destroy and cause destruction and cause chaos and cause anarchy. Because we believe in the good of America. Because we believe in the good of people. Because we believe in things like beauty and creation and unity and trust and kindness and goodness. That's what we believe in. And so a lot of times people like us stay home because they think it's too scary to go out and be a part of the process, stand up, fight back, push back. But this is the most important time in any of our lives to stand up and show up and fight back and push back. There's no more important time than today for all of us to do that, to start showing up. You know, part of the reason I created the Walkway campaign is because I hate bullies. I hate them. I hate people who push people around, who intimidate people, who use violence, who use threats, who use bad behavior to try to control people, who use lies, who use mistruth. That's why I hate our media. Because our media is a bunch of lying bullies. That's what they are. But now they've really crossed the line. Because now they're attacking the most good and the most decent among us. And that's our police officers. These are the people that have dedicated their lives to keeping us safe, to keeping us protected, to doing the right thing. So that my grandmother can go to the grocery store without fear that somebody's going to attack her, or mug her, or try to shoot her, because she just wants to leave her house and go grocery shopping. I live in New York City. We have defunded the police 1/5 of their budget, over $1 billion. We've defunded the police because Black Lives Matter demanded it. And in the last couple of weeks, and in one weekend alone, last weekend, we had over 65 shootings. 10 people were killed in New York City. Several of them were children. None of those people were shot by a police officer. None of those people were killed by a police officer. But one was a 14-year-old boy. A 14-year-old boy was murdered, a black boy. a black boy in a black neighborhood murdered. And when the news came in and interviewed his neighbors, the first thing they said was, the police don't come in our neighborhood. We're afraid. We're afraid. We don't want to live like this. But this is what the left does. And I know this is not supposed to be political. I apologize. I'll try to keep it on it, but again, I don't follow the rules. This is what the left does. They take the most extreme among us, and they prop them up, and they enable them, and they defend them, and they allow them to take control. They allow them to start making the rules. Since when does an extremist radical political movement get to institute policy? Just by demanding it through violence. Is that the America that you remember? Is that the America you want to live in? Give me a shout out right now if you love our black brothers and sisters in America. I don't think there's anybody more than moderates and conservatives who care more about black lives. I care so much about black lives that I know we need strong policing in dangerous black neighborhoods because innocent black people deserve to be protected. They deserve to be able to live their lives in peace and to be able to pursue the American dream along with all of us. But the left has given the voice to the most extreme among us, and the news and the media, remember, bullies, liars, intimidators, are allowing these people to be enabled, and they're perpetuating a lie. The lie being that police, the people that we should be trusting, the people that we should be able to call and feel good about when we're in a threatening or dangerous situation, they're now saying that they're the enemy. Meanwhile, not for nothing, but I've never felt more policed in my life than I feel like people on the left. I can't even go to a grocery store without someone policing me if I don't have something constricting my oxygen on my face. I'm not feeling it. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that many people are probably feeling alone. I think a lot of people are feeling scared. I think they're feeling threatened. They're turning on the news every night and they're saying, what has happened to my country? And who is going to do something about this? Where's our leadership? Where are politicians, not on the left, who are standing up and saying, I see you, I hear you. Your concerns are my concerns, and we will not allow this to happen. Where is it? When I created Walkaway 2 years ago, I did so because I had a transformative experience that changed me entirely, turned my world upside down. Everything I ever believed in was suddenly reversed, and I felt like I was going crazy. I couldn't find other people who had had the same experience that I had. I had to search for the better part of a year, constantly on the internet, looking for other people who had had this sort of radical political shift that I had had. And finally I started to find people. And my first thought was, what a shame it is that there's no community, that there's no network for people like myself and other people who have walked away from a political party on the left and lost so much, lost friends, lost family, lost job opportunities. And then it occurred to me, why don't I do it myself? Why don't I step up and create the very thing that we need so badly? And so we're going to do it again. I am not going to stand around and wait for leadership to step up and fight back against the radical left who are trying to take over America's streets and neighborhoods and cities and states and make you feel like you don't have a voice, like you don't have power, like you don't have a say over the destruction that they're causing in this country. It's BS. And so, starting in the next 2 weeks, we are launching walkaway rallies coast to coast across this country to show the radical left they do not own America's streets. I have been saying for 2 years, it is time for the silent majority to become unsilent. Okay, somebody over here said silent majority, silent no more. We gotta change that. The silent majority must become unsilent, and that is why we are hosting the Unsilent Majority March on Washington on October 3rd in DC. Go to unsilentmarch.com. I want to see all of you there. And I want to see all of you at walkway rallies around the country when we launch them in the next week or so. This weekend, I will be on Fox and Friends. Please tune in. I'm not sure which day yet. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, but I'll be on. Please tune in because I'm going to give you more information this weekend on Fox and Friends. But before I wrap up, because I'm very close to having a heat stroke, before I wrap up, I want everyone on their feet one more time. I want to hear you. We have power. We have power. We